Why Immigration is Texas' Most Important Political Challenge by Sergio Rodriguez. Why immigration matters in Texas. Texas growth is driven primarily by immigrants, with immigrants contributing heavily to our economy, our schools, and our healthcare. Disagreements over undocumented immigrants is a major topic for political debates in Texas, being so close to the U.S.-Mexico border, and every region in Texas is affected by immigrants, from rural farming communities to big cities. Immigration is what truly drives growth in Texas, with 57% of our Texas population growth coming from immigrants in 2024, and Texas having 5.76 million foreign residents. And here we can see the charts for the estimated population change for Texas. In 2023 to 2024, we can see that international migration had a 56.8% share of the population change for Texas. And we can see from 2010 to 2024, there was an increasing trend of the international migration population share, with a slight decrease in 2020 to 2021 due to COVID-19. And some immigration data for Texas is that 18.4% of Texans are born outside of the United States, and Texas has 2.1 million undocumented residents. Immigrants are often willing to work labor-intensive jobs such as construction and agriculture and service, contributing heavily to our economy. Some core challenges that immigrants might face is undocumented status. With millions of immigrants lacking legal status, they often don't have access to the same social services that we do and cannot be hired legally in the United States, meaning that they don't get ease of access to their health care or their 401k or retirement. And to combat this problem, I say that we offer conditional work permits to long-term undocumented residents. But a criticism to this may be that I'm rewarding illegal immigration. But to respond to this, I would say that you must first qualify for this work permit, and that you have to go through intensive screening while allowing us to take proper documentation of you, and you must provide proof of employment every 6 months to the United States. The second core challenge that immigrants often face is the public healthcare cost. With 31,000 hospital visits by undocumented patients in November 2024, since immigrants often don't have healthcare insurance, the cost of this treatment is often eaten by the hospital. And them having to rely on emergency care due to their lack of health insurance also means that their problems are more severe and more expensive. With $121.8 million in unpaid medical care in Texas just in 2024. And hospitals often have to cover this medical care, which can be very expensive. But my solution to this restriction in access to healthcare is to start a statewide healthcare fund for anyone who's unable to cover their medical debts. But a criticism that may arise from this solution is that legal taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for undocumented immigrants' healthcare. However, similarly to my solution towards the undocumented status, as immigrants begin to legally work here, they now have access to their healthcare insurance, but they also begin to pay taxes, which means that their taxes can now go towards the statewide healthcare fund, and now they're able to fund healthcare for other immigrants or other residents of of Texas. So since they're able to provide this healthcare, more immigrants are now able to find jobs or keep jobs. And the third core challenge that immigrants often face are labor and integration issues, with high dependency on immigrants in laborious jobs such as constructions or field work or cleaning services. Illegal workers often lack certain protections that people who are here legally do, such as they're able to take advantage of illegal immigrants easier, as they might not know the law or what their employers are allowed to ask of them or do to them. And this some cultural challenges may also arise when trying to integrate into a new country, and rapid population growth can often strain public resources from schools or hospitals as well. And my solution to this challenge would be to provide public resources such as classes that allow immigrants to learn about their protected rights and to help them integrate into our society by helping them find jobs and teaching social norms. And a criticism to this may be is that our public resources should be allocated towards our legal residents. However, as immigrants begin to integrate into our society by getting jobs and helping others, they now contribute to our economy and our culture effectively, helping more people integrate into our society. And my Alexander question would be that to reconsider my position, a new peer-reviewed study must be found that demonstrates that immigrants generate a net economic loss for Texas, and reliable data showed a higher rate of violent crime in undocumented immigrants. If this was shown to me, then I would reverse my view on immigration in Texas. And immigration has the biggest impact on Texas' future than any other issue. It brings both major opportunity and challenges for Texas. Texas needs a new, humane, and effective solution for dealing with immigration. Addressing immigration correctly will lead to a positive outcome for Texas economically and socially.